Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Green and Gorgeous. We are so excited. We have friend of the show, Mrs. Campbell, Nicole, here with us tonight. I think some of us have seen, we were kind of talking about it before the show, some of us have seen the video going around today. So we're super excited to have her here. She is hilarious. Nicole, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here with us again tonight. How are you doing today? She's muted. I don't know if she can see
it. Can you hear me now?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. See, it's Thursday. But yeah, good. Week is going good. Finally catching up from last week and trying to figure out my days here, but we're good.
That's good. Emily, how are you this week?
Good. Yeah. Happy it is Friday, Junior. I am ready for the weekend, though.
Junior. I think we're all ready for the weekend. That's for sure. We don't have a Sunday night game this week. We are Monday night against the Raiders. I think it'll be an interesting game to see Devontae, to see how our O-line does up against Max Crosby. I think that's kind of what I'm worried about.
Yeah. Our O-line started so strong week one.
Oh, yeah.
So they gave me such confidence.
Well, things happen. So unfortunately, we're back here in the unknown. But I'm hoping, that our backups can pull it off for us and keep Jordan Love safe. Tori, how are you this week?
I'm just peachy. I was telling Emily earlier, I'm insanely sore and I feel like I wasn't able to move my body all day Tuesday from playing softball again finally, but here we are.
You're like killing your body slowly with softball.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Worth it.
The life of being an athlete your whole life. It's just like, it's going to happen.
It is. So, Nicole, obviously you heard us before the show talking about the beige flags video, or flags, as everybody said in the video.
Dude, we're catching so much heat for that. I'm from Minnesota, so I have this slight accent that I never realized I had, and all of a sudden my phone's blowing up flag. I'm like, okay, guys, leave me alone. And poor Lakin is from North Dakota, so she has it even worse.
Oh no, she has no hope there.
Yeah, so yeah, but Dre always makes fun of me about how I say bag. There, you hear? Yeah.
See, when I went to college in Missouri, because I grew up in Minnesota too, and they would all make fun and be like, "Oh, Minnesota," and I'm like, "We don't talk like that." And then I went home for Thanksgiving, and I was like, "Oh my god, I hear it."
You do.
You know,
you definitely talk like that. My dad works for the railroad, and he was in St. Paul for a little bit, so I think he was there for a year. But when you work for the railroad, you don't get an apartment or anything. You stay in the extended stay hotels, and they just pay for it. And so we were always around people, and I would always just go sit at the front desk with the girls, because obviously I'd known them, and I was a little kid, and I would just sit there and repeat everything they said, in their accents.
Oh no,
sound like this. My dad's like, "You gotta leave them alone." I'm like, "But they really talk like that."
Yeah. Do you
leave us be?
Vague? How do you say vague?
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 No, vague.
Vague?
Okay, because I've heard some other people that are from Minnesota pronounce it vag or something like that, and I'm like, that is so
What just happened? I thought you had an emergency. I was like, "Whoa, what's happening?"
My camera didn't even know how to act to that. What? I've never heard anyone.
Yeah, I listened to a podcast and she's from
They're wrong.
She says. So I had to ask.
No, absolutely not.
Vague and vag. I can't even
not even
no.
That's why I had to ask.
She was messing with people. Whoever that was messing with people.
Oh no, Emily!
I was like, they probably say vague the same way, because it's it's how they say things. Vague.
Vague.
Big.
Vag.
No, she. No, she says it.
Interesting. Where is she from? Where?
Minnesota. Oh,
Don't do
I don't know.
Minnesota
She's
like that.
not from Minnesota.
She says she's from Minnesota. I follow her on Instagram, and she's a
Who
Minnesota
is
fan.
this person?
Okay, she does a podcast called Two Hot Takes, and they do like Reddit posts, and they basically say like it's from like the "Am I the Asshole" post, and they'll basically like read it out, and they'll kind of give their own opinion on it. But she says it like that, and it's wild. So
Maybe it's just a trick to get my viewers.
No, because we don't say that.
Vague.
Vag. Vag.
Oh man.
Not the same.
Nicole, I don't know if you saw this comment, but somebody said, "Sorry, I'm late." They were on the toilet for the last couple hours.
Is that Devondra? Is that Devondra?
Is that Devondra?
Is he tuning in? Is he watching?
It's probably like, "You're doing what after this video?"
Yeah. He's probably out there like, who let this woman still talk like this? Just outing all his bathroom stuff.
It had to be said because I'm like, what is his beige flag? Because that's like the only one I can think of. And then like after like thinking more, I was like, well, he does leave the toilet seat up, but then he also puts my bed warmer on my feet. So I'm like, it's like balance, like
Right.
You give some, you take some,
right. So like I'm like, oh, he's so thoughtful, and and that's what getting me ready for bed. But no, it's his beige flag is sitting on the toilet for 2 hours.
I feel like that's like every dad though.
Yes.
That's true.
I mean, I don't know if my boyfriend's watching this show, but I'm sorry if he is or if his dad is. But I'll like wake up. Anytime I wake up in the middle of the night, I swear to God, he's in the bathroom shitting. And I'm like, what are you doing? How do you shit this much?
They shit at the most inconvenient times.
It's like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah. But you know what he tells me, I'm like, I get that, but I mean,
you're gonna give yourself a hemorrhoid, Dre.
we have to. I have a question. I think the viewers want to know. Do y'all have a squatty potty?
A squatty potty. Oh, he's gonna need it if he's there for 2 hours.
What's a squatty potty?
It's like the little like bench that like kind of like step stool looking thing at the bottom of your feet to give you a better angle for shitting.
It's really supposed to be better for you.
Oh my God. No, we do not have one. No.
It's like less straining. That's
so maybe he
called.
So maybe he would like, maybe if he used it, he would finish faster.
But there is a step stool in our bathroom on the main level for our son. So that's the bathroom that he uses most of the time. So that could be his.
It could be why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
There you go. Give him some tips there for next time.
Here, I thought he was being thoughtful and not going poop when I wanted a shower, and it's really because the step stool's in that bathroom.
Well, you would think if he's using the step stool that he would be like maybe down a little bit.
Cut the time in half.
Yeah, right.
At least.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. He's gonna kill me.
I feel like we also kind of put you on the spot for this because we did not prepare you for this at all. But this also just came out today.
How could you have been prepared for this?
No. I think Ronica's was worse though. The silly body.
Oh yeah, the silly body. I was like, what?
What?
Silly body?
When I think of the silly body comment, all I think about is those like air things that are
the
like
wacky waving arm inflatable tube man.
Yeah, I was like, they're gonna be all over the stadium now. Silly body.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
That should be his touchdown dance.
Yeah, they're just everyone.
Forget the Lambo leap. We're silly body.
Silly body.
New quarterback, new era. I love it.
Yeah, right.
Silly body. Yeah. I don't know.
When Lakin started out, I wasn't surprised that it was that Christian's the baby of the family because we just had Mama Watson last week and we talked about him being the baby of the family for like 30 minutes probably. So, but
that
everyone
one didn't
knows
surprise
that.
me. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he is the baby. So he's has a sister and a brother?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He is the baby. I mean,
he's the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
okay.
She was so sweet. She talked a lot about you.
Me?
Yes. She was like so happy to know that like we've talked to you before.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was like, "Oh, Nicole is so sweet. She's the best. The girls don't realize how lucky they are to have her because you like
Aw.
set everything up. You're like the mom of the group, I guess."
Yeah,
That's what she said.
I am kind of. I like to have a good time, and I just think that we're all here for the same reason. We're here in Green Bay because our boyfriend,
Because it's such a
husband.
popular town to live in, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
But
poppin' on Thursdays.
on Thursdays,
Apparently.
Many
we're not
amenities.
we're not gonna say where I was,
Right.
but yes, it's
Right.
popping. But yeah, no, I just think it's important for us to like do stuff, get to know each other,
Yeah, for
hang
sure.
out, have the best time ever because this time is really short and people I think sometimes don't realize that. And, I'm all about having fun. Like life is too short to sit in my house all the time. So if I know something fun happening, like let's go girls. Let's
That's
go have
awesome.
fun.
Cue Shania Twain.
I know.
I love it.
Yeah.
We love that. So we've talked enough about Dre's bathroom tendencies. But I think the other question that everyone is dying to know is how is Dre doing with his injury?
It's coming along. I think, when it first happened, he was extremely frustrated and it was kind of unknown like how serious it was. But he's coming along, getting better. He didn't have a boot this time, guys. So that was
Coming
Yeah.
from someone who was in a boot for like 6 weeks, they are the worst.
I know. I had one last year and it was
Oh my God.
not last 2 years ago. I don't know. Some time ago.
Sometime.
But he didn't have a boot this time. But it's, I think for him it's a little frustrating. And he was down a little bit, but his spirits are up now because I think he's starting to see some
The
changes in it.
progress and stuff. Yeah, that's good.
That's awesome.
Yep. And I think
Sounds
this Thursday night game kind of helped because we, and then the game on Monday. So we have a little time. And then the bye week. So
Yeah.
it's getting better.
That's good. That's good.
Good. We love to hear that. I feel like we were just like cursed in the beginning of the season. I was like, what is going on with all of the injuries?
It was like flies just dropping.
Yeah, dropping.
Yeah, I know. That was a little frustrating to see because, you want to start the season off and like you're so ready for it. And then it's like bam, bam, pow, pow. But
yeah, like it's like I'd love to put our best foot forward and put all our like starters out there and slowly but surely we had to, make way with what we got.
I think, I think like Stokes, hopefully he'll be back soon. And then with Dre,
I would love to see that, yeah.
And then Dre back, then you have like, a couple of your starters that you haven't had for the past year on the field together.
Yeah.
I think
solid defense.
I think Stokes and Gary went down the same game. So it's been, it's been a while that they've all been on the field together. So hopefully after the bye week, we see some more familiar faces out there.
I know. I was kind of like last season, I was really upset. We had such a late bye week. And then this season at the beginning, I was like, oh my God, we have such an early bye week. But now I'm like, we kind of need it right now. So like, this won't be the worst.
Yeah. And but we have that Thanksgiving game. So then we have the mini bye again. So I think that I don't know. I think it kind of helps a little bit for the end of this, the later part of the season that we have that little bye week. If guys need a little bit of a break.
For sure.
I'm sure they will. It's gonna I feel like it's just a long season.
I know we're only in, was this week 4 or 5?
This will be week 5 today.
Week 5 today,
yeah. Already.
That's crazy.
I think it's like flying by.
Yeah, I feel like I was just in Chicago for the game.
Let's reminisce on those memories again. That was a really good week.
I think the Saints game though showed how resilient this team is and how ready they are to fight and how ready they are to fight for each other. And they all have each other's back, and no matter what, like they're gonna go out and give their 110% and continue to fight.
Yeah, I was at that game and it was incredible. The range of emotions was down, up,
Weren't
down,
you
up.
were at the Cowboys game last season too, and like
Yeah.
it was a giant range of emotions. You've been lucky.
I need a game where we blow them out like 120 points because my blood pressure cannot handle the up and downs. I'm like, why have I gone to 2 major stressful games? But yeah, the Cowboys game was stressful.
But
This game,
those are the best kind of games, though.
I love that though. Like, I mean, as long as you pull out the win in the
Yes,
end,
as long
like,
as you-
yeah, those are like the best.
Yeah, and
yeah,
do you remember how loud Lambeau was for the Saints game?
She
Oh,
was
yeah.
telling us it was like the loudest that she's heard it.
I was like, holy moly. I have never heard this place as loud as it was. Like, it was shaking. I was like, what's
Yeah.
happening right now?
It
That's
was
awesome.
It was
it was
pretty
incredible.
cool. Yeah.
I mean,
it was,
oh, go ahead, sorry.
no, it was incredible. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely cried like when Jordan Love came out. Like that was just like so emotional, and I had told myself like I wasn't, and like just tears just streaming down my face, and I was like, I don't know why I'm crying. Like I think it was just so special. And then at the end of the game, I was just in tears again. So
I agree with you. And like watching him run out of the tunnel and the guys just like embracing him and just,
Mhm.
like I looked at Ronica and I was like, like I just think it's so cool how much they've embraced him and like have literally like had his back even since last year, and like Dre was talking
Yeah.
about him. But they're here to support him, and I think
Sure.
I just think it's super cool.
Yeah.
I think it's honestly like a breath of fresh air. Like last year, if we were losing in the first half, the way we've been losing in the first half so far this year, we would come out in the second half and it would just be like, oh, we don't care anyways. But it's so like, it's really a breath of fresh air to see someone come out and, still care about the game and still try. And I know even last year when we had you on, we were talking about how Dre was talking so well about Jordan Love. And then to see this year, and I'm like, okay, they all were right, because he's, of course, it's going to be like a learning year and a growing year. But at the same time, I'm very impressed with like what we're seeing so far from Jordan Love. He's actually like my starting quarterback in my fantasy league. So
I love that. Yeah.
I have him.
I think it's a learning curve for everybody. You
Yeah.
have a brand new quarterback and your offense is really young and your offense is new. So I think it's, everybody's learning on that side of the ball.
Yeah, for sure. I was like curious, do you feel like the difference between last season and this season, like, is there like a lot of shifts, like from the atmosphere, the locker room, the players together being all young? Like, how do you feel like kind of on the outside looking in?
I definitely think that this year, like, there's a lot more like fun happening. I think, I don't know. I think last year they had fun as well, but I think this year you just see like everybody kind of embracing each other and kind of, like teamwork, like everybody is just really rallying around him. And, I think it's great. So,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like just from like the social media and like the pictures I've seen, it kind of comes off that way too. Like they're definitely having like a really good time. I don't know if it's because everyone's so young and spry or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but yeah, you can definitely
it's good to see though.
Yeah, you can tell that there's a little bit of a difference, and it is good to see. It's fun.
Yeah.
It looks really fun. It does look fun.
Yeah.
Are there any other games this season that you're planning on going to or that you're looking forward to the most?
Obviously, the Minnesota game is always one of my favorite, just from being there and like all of our friends come. So, we have a big rivalry.
Huge rivalry.
Yeah, but I make everybody come when they come for that game. Everyone has to wear his jersey. So,
fair enough.
Yeah, last year we blew them out when they came here. So that was that was fun. So I think this year is going to be more. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. I really wanted to go to Vegas, but with it being on a Monday and then it like rolling into our bye, I was like, it's just not doable. But I think the Vikings game is the game that I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's kind of what I thought that your answer would be.
Yeah,
It's like you grew up in Minnesota, but I was like, maybe there's something.
No, Atlanta was one that I really look forward to. You know, we were there for 4 years, and
Yeah.
I was really
Yeah.
looking forward to him like going back and really just showing them what they lost out on, and you know,
Yeah.
just going back to where it started. Didn't turn out the way that we wanted it to, but you know, he played pretty well, so I was proud of him. But
There you go.
yeah, so yeah, Minnesota's the one I'm looking forward to the most.
I think that'll be an interesting game with just how their season's going this year as well.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
well.
Do you plan on going to like both, like home and away, or?
Yeah, I am gonna go to the one in Minnesota. It's on New Year's Eve. So I was like,
Aw.
oh, well, hey, I get to spend New Year's Eve at home this year. So
Mhm.
Hey,
yeah.
there you go. That's fun.
Yeah.
I actually don't like going to games though in that stadium. It is
Really?
no, the stadium
It's
is
not my
amazing.
it's not my favorite stadium personally. Like,
No, it is loud. It
Oh.
is a loud atmosphere. Yeah, I do not like going, but I support him. So
That's
Yeah.
good.
then don't go to Arrowhead's games. Those ones are loud.
I went to
So
Arrowhead one year when they played the year that they won the Super Bowl. You guys played Houston, not you guys, but because you guys live in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Sorry. And they came back from behind, and that place
Mhm.
was electric.
Yeah.
It was electric. It was insane. It was cool. I mean, it was actually Dre's first NFL game, not
Oh,
playing.
wow.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Really?
like being a fan. It was pretty cool.
That's interesting. That took
Yeah.
like that long for him to like be at an NFL game again.
I know. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And he was even tailgating. He's like, "This is what you do before games." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
He's like, why aren't we stretching? Like, I feel like we should be like doing some dynamic warm-ups.
Yeah, it was a good time.
That's awesome. The tailgating in Kansas City is pretty good.
It's cool. It's just I like obviously tailgating here in Green Bay is like my
Yeah.
absolute favorite.
Yeah.
I'm out there before every game. But tailgating in Kansas City was pretty cool.
Do you tailgate like when you go in Green Bay and you tailgate? Do you just like walk around or?
No. So this is such a crazy story. So like our first year in Green Bay, the opening game was here. It was like a Sunday or Monday night game. I can't remember. It was against Detroit. None of my friends could come, so I was by myself. I knew nobody on the team. So here I am sitting by myself next to like these, I think there was 4 of them. And they were super fun, super drunk. And we were like, we were like having the time of our lives. And they're like, you should come tailgate with us. And I was like, okay, cool. And so I like saved their number. And so the next home game, I was like, hey, it's Nicole Campbell. Like, are you sure? Can I come tailgate? And they're like, are you serious? Come. So I tailgate in lot 1 with them. And ever since, like, we tailgate every game and we have the best time ever. It's so much fun.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's such a cool story.
Yeah, we like talk football all the time, and yeah, it's pretty cool. We like become friends. So
That's so cool.
yeah,
That makes it nice.
yeah.
I feel like that's just like the true Green Bay way.
It really is. Like,
It
it's
is.
Like,
it's always been like you could literally just walk around and be like, "Can I have a brat?" And they'll be like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
sure."
like here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want a beer while it's out? Like,
You want a drink? Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's pretty fun. They have like a shot ski, and like they have that big, huge, long stick that like they're like on the other side of the parking lot pouring shots into your mouth. Like it's pretty.
Oh my
It's fun.
God.
It's a good time.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good time. So that's where
so
I am
cool.
every game. If anybody wants to find me,
Just
Lot
find
one.
it. Find the long shot ski, and you'll find Nicole.
That's where I'll be.
When you first met them, were you just like, I mean, like, you know, saying you're, you know, Dre's wife, or like, how did that?
No, it was super
conversation-
funny. So I had like we were on a 1-year deal our first year here. So I had like neutral colors on, and they just saw the back of my shirt. It said Campbell, so they thought I was Dan Campbell's wife.
Oh my God.
So the kid sitting next to me, he was like, "Yeah." So he's like, "You're Dan Campbell's wife," and I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, the head coach for the Lions. You're his wife." And I was like, "No, I'm Devondre's wife." And he was like Devondre Campbell, and I'm like, "Yeah, that guy right there." And he's like, "No way!" Like he like was so confused. I don't know if he was like utterly drunk or what was going on, but like, yeah, they thought I was Dan Campbell's wife, and I was like, "Do you think I'd be sitting on the Green Bay side?" if I was Dan Campbell's wife. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
So funny.
Yeah, but yeah, it was pretty funny. So then they like once they realized it, they're like, "Oh my god, how cool!" So yeah, it was fun. Now we're like BFF.
Yeah.
That's so
That's
cool.
so fun.
Yeah.
I
So
love
cool.
that.
hmm
Dan Campbell's wife.
Yeah, Dan
That's
Campbell's wife.
funny.
He's like, no, Devondre.
Yes. What is your favorite thing that you guys did during the off season?
Oh boy,
You guys
our
do
off
anything fun?
season. We had weddings. We had lots of weddings. We went to the Bahamas over Super Bowl.
Nice.
Yeah. We took our kids to Disney. We're Disneyed out.
Oh,
Done with that.
It's exhausting out there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We just spent a lot of time together, like with the kids and in Minnesota with our friends. But yeah, we did a lot of traveling. Bahamas was fun. We had a good time there. We celebrated Dre's birthday in Puerto Rico.
Aw.
Ooh,
Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, we did a lot of traveling this off season.
that's
sounds so
awesome.
nice.
Which Disney did you get? Did you go to like all the Disney World kind of places or?
So 2 years ago we took them to Florida and did all
Okay.
that. And then this year we went to California because they have the whole Cars World thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And our son is obsessed with cars, so he was like in heaven. He like couldn't believe it. He's like, "It's Mater! It's Mater!" Yeah.
That's
So
cute.
yeah, it was a good time. But we are done with Disney. Now we're like, "Okay, take us to the beach because no more Disney."
Yeah, we're like, no, we need to relax from all that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm going to Disney 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks.
Are you
from
bringing
today.
Are you bringing Kingston too?
No, and
You
I'm so
are?
sad. No, it's actually for a bachelorette party, which is like
Okay.
the most random thing.
I hear though Halloween or Disney and Halloween is like
I've heard it's
the
really
coolest
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually very jealous.
I'm excited. I haven't been to Disney since I was a little girl, so I'm kind of excited like for that, but I'm also so sad I'm not bringing Kingston with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel
What is
so
isn't
bad.
it like if they're 3 or younger, they're free or something like that?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
I don't know about that.
I
I don't know
remember
that Disney would do anything free.
no, because like my boss said he took his kid
You're
before a
right.
certain age because they're
You're right.
free.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
think
yes.
it's like 3.
Yeah, you're right. I think
Yes.
that is the age. Yeah, I have always wanted to go to Disney for Halloween and Christmas.
Mhm.
Christmas would be
So
cool.
yeah, so we're not done with Disney until he takes
Until
me
you
to-
get that.
Yeah, and then we're done.
And then we're
Yeah.
done. That's fair.
I think I'm kind of also excited like to go so I can see, when would be like the best age to bring Kingston, I guess,
Mhm.
since he doesn't get to come because I know I would spend all that money and he wouldn't remember it right now.
That's like the other thing is like, yeah, you want to make sure they actually remember it because they're probably only there like once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
And
go in the
this-
summertime because it's hot.
No.
It is so, and like the lines are insane. Like my
Mhm.
mom, when we went as a kid, we went on, I think like a spring break trip, and she gave me like a small backpack with like a small coloring and activities book and like markers and like little mini handheld games because she's like, you're going to be in line for 2 hours,
Mhm.
like waiting for one ride. Like you're going to get really bored really fast.
Yeah.
The
I-
sweet spot is definitely the last week of January into the first week of February because we went 2 years in a row around that time. Walk-ons. I mean,
Empty?
the park-
Wow.
empty walk-ons.
You
And then
love to
last
see
year-
it.
Yeah, last year we went during the summer, and I was like, "Why are there so many people here?" I was
It
like,
was
"I don't
hot.
want this."
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the weather's still probably pretty decent. I mean,
you'll probably
right?
need a
I don't think the
sweatshirt.
weather's like never not decent in Florida.
It's summertime, let me tell you. I used to play
Yeah.
softball at their complex for Disney. Miserably hot. It was like 109 without the humidity.
Yeah, that's gross.
I will only do Disney like non-summer time because
Yeah.
Fall sounds like a really good time.
yeah,
Mhm.
you're gonna have fun.
I'm so jealous. That's
That,
know.
that will be so fun. Yeah, I want to go back to Disney sometime, but like I don't want
Girls trip.
children.
Yeah, girls trip. Green and gorgeous takes on
Green and
Disney.
gorgeous trip.
Takes on
I'm
Disney.
here for it. I'm here for it. I have actually Packers Mickey ears.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
goodness.
I bought them on Etsy, and I have a Packer shirt that I wore that had a Mickey on it that looked like a Packer shirt and a football. And so I didn't have the ears until after I left, but yeah, they're like a prized possession because they're just super cute. So yeah, gotta support wherever I go.
That's fun. That's cute.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love that. Are you guys doing the Christmas fundraiser again this year?
We are actually. I'm glad you asked me that. I actually have just started sending stuff out. Oh, someone's texting me. They're probably listening to this. Just started getting it, started getting everything organized. We are adopting families. Our goal is to do 32 this year. We did 26 last year.
Nice.
Yeah, so we are doing it. Just starting to get in the, groove of getting it all planned out. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. It's my favorite event.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that'll be so nice.
Mhm.
When do you think that you guys are going to have it set up? When can we donate? Do you have any dates on that yet?
Yeah, so our event date is on the 19th. You can actually start donating now. Did I disappear? Sorry.
Yeah.
I can send you.
You're fine.
I don't have it all in my head right now on the links for you to donate, but I'll send it to you because you can definitely start donating. Or if there's anybody that would like to adopt a family, there's an email and stuff where you can reach out to adopt a family. Do it that way too. But yeah, I literally just got all this stuff together in like the last week and a half. So like my brain is like going. So yeah, I'll get all that to you guys.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
thank
perfect.
you.
So that way we can send the links out and share it.
Mhm.
We love that you guys do that. I know it's last year we had you on a little bit closer to it. So I think everything was all together. So I was like, oh, I wonder if they're still doing that this year. I'm sure.
Yeah,
But
we are. Every year we're going to do it. My goal is to make it bigger and bigger each year so we can, help as many people as possible. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I'm excited.
So I know I've seen talks about your own podcast. Is this real life? Is this talk?
No, it is something that like I am dying to do. Me and my best friend Gabby, I don't know if anyone follows me on social media, but you have seen her probably with me all the time. We have morning conversations and they are so like some days we're just like talking about us and then other days we're like talking about, topics that are going on in the news, but we're like we should start a podcast and I think it's something I want to do, but maybe after he's done playing.
So there's no more like bathroom secrets coming out.
Yeah, because I really want to do like no topic left off the table. Like if I'm gonna do it, like I want to be able to talk and like talk, talk about it. But yes, I had like last time when I was on with you guys, like I had so much fun and I was like, this was actually a really good time and it's so out of my comfort zone. Like this is not something that I like to do, but I had so much fun. So me and her were like, yeah, we should start a podcast. So we're like, right now we're trying to come up with like a good name for it. And then
that's the hardest part, I swear.
It is.
Yeah. So it'll happen. I'm pretty sure it'll happen. My first guest, I think, will be my husband.
Nice. It's a good start. It's a good start.
Yeah, good start. Really good start.
Yeah. And we talked about it, like me and Gabby did. She's like, and I'll do the question asking. I was like, no.
So it's funny when we had Krista on last week, she was like, I'm going to start my own podcast too.
That's so funny. Yeah, you guys like encourage us to do our own thing. We just have
an effect on people.
I know. Yeah.
Everyone that comes on is just going to start their own podcast and I love it. It's just like it'll all just come full circle.
It's a good time. It's a good time, especially like when you have women, like doing stuff like this and especially in a male dominated world of sports, it's like cool that women are out here talking about, football.
Yeah.
So I love that. But yeah, no, it's fun. I want to do stuff though where no topic is left off the table.
I think that would be a good podcast. Like,
And
I
then
would
I-
Oh
listen
yeah,
to
because that'd be
that.
like the most those are the most interesting things, or things
Like
we want to
real.
talk about, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like real life stuff too, you know, like a lot of stuff that like goes on in, you know, this world, like NFL world that we're in, and you know, just
Mhm.
like a lot of stuff that like, you know, no topic left on off the table. So I'll have you guys on.
There we
Definitely have to
go.
reach out to you guys.
Perfect.
Have
Oh,
you
good,
guys
because
on.
we can have some fun on some other topics.
Yeah,
we really
exactly.
can.
Yes. Yeah. So definitely something I think I'll do once he's done playing.
I think
That's
that'll be really
awesome.
fun.
That'd be really
I
cool,
think
yeah.
I think you'll do well with it too, because you
Thank
have
you.
the personality and to just be able to talk about anything. I think it'll do well.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the first episode's going to be the hardest to get through, but after that,
Yeah.
it'll be so much easier.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah. The problem is though, is like my friend Gabby, she's like, I never know what's gonna come out of your mouth. And so
Even better.
That's the best
Wild card.
part.
Even better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and sometimes I don't even know what's gonna come out of my mouth. So
It just happens.
I feel that 100%.
Yes.
I do.
sometimes I had word vomit. I'm like, sorry, I didn't mean it the way that it came out, or maybe I did. I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that happens all the time. Or like I'll just be thinking something and then it just comes out, and I'm like, "Whoa, I
Whoa.
did not mean to say
that?
that out loud.
Yes.
I'm so sorry."
I know.
So
But I think that's what makes people unique though, is like, you know, sometimes you just need people like that to say what you're I say a lot of the times, I always say this, I said, you were thinking, I just said it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely.
exactly.
You need someone
Mhm.
in your life that's going to be that person.
Yeah,
can
that
see
is
it,
me.
yeah.
I am that person for
Yeah.
a lot of my people. Like, well, you were thinking it and I'm the one that said it. So
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
here we are.
My stepdad has been in my life since I was 2 years old. And I know it's like every time I see him, he's like, doesn't matter what's going on. There's one thing about you, and you're just going to say what you're thinking. You're going to say it how it is, exactly how it is. And I'm like, yeah, it's been like this for 24 years now since you've known me. So yeah.
I love that though.
Never
Like
gonna
I am
change.
like not a gray area person. I'm like, just tell me how it is. Like don't sugarcoat it. Just
Yeah.
tell me, you know?
Be
Yeah.
direct.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't like directness, so I think it's hard for us that do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But I think that's where people start having issues, because if you're not
Yeah.
direct, then you start getting confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Mixed signals, passive aggressiveness.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just be
Yeah.
There's a lot of
be
things.
real and upfront.
Absolutely. Well, I'll definitely be listening to that because I'm excited for that.
Just call it real and upfront. There you go.
Yes.
and
I
upfront.
like
There
it.
you go.
Yeah, I don't know. We have a long list of names that we want to call it. But yeah, like if anybody put a bug in our cars and heard like the conversations we have, like they would die laughing. Like some of the stuff is so like I don't know how we get on half the topics we get on, but it works.
That's good.
Hey,
Like
Yeah.
that.
That's the best kind of friendship, honestly. Like,
Is
I
she
totally
like someone
respect
that you've like grown up with, or did you meet her later in life?
No, so we met we've known each other for a really long time, like when I was still working before Devondre got drafted. And so we've known of each other, and like if you ask her, she'll be like, we hated each other. That's not the case. But then her boyfriend played in Atlanta when we got drafted there. So then that's how we became really close. So we've been close for like the
Gotcha.
last 8-9 years. So yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yep.
Well, I know that there's a game on tonight and your kids just got home. So I think that's all the questions that we have for you. But I
Awesome.
was super excited that you wanted to come back and do this again
Yes.
with us. So thank you again
Thanks
for
for
your
having
time
me.
and for
Yeah.
being here. We love having you. It's always so fun.
Yes, thank you for having me, and I hope you guys have me back again.
Yes.
will.
One of
You
one of
just
these times we're gonna catch a tailgate with you.
When are you
Yes.
coming to Green Bay?
I know like we're working on going to the Chiefs and Packers games just because like my husband's a huge Chiefs fan, unfortunately. So
Is he a
that-
Swiftie?
Oh my God, don't get us started on this. I talk about this at work every hour on the hour with patients, I swear.
It's so funny. So Dre did his radio show yesterday, and the host asked him like something about a Swiftie, and Dre was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Come on, Dre,
no.
you don't know what a
Keep up
Swiftie
with
is?"
the times.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
It's like, come on, you just sounded ancient there.
I know. I was like, "Come on," but I will say that like nobody really listens to her music in this house. Like, I hope nobody
Yeah.
hope no Swifties come for me.
Oh
But like,
no, they're everywhere.
I know, but yeah, like
No.
we don't really play a lot of her music in the house. So like, yeah.
Mm-mm.
He
I
was
mean, like I've always
enough.
said, like Taylor Swift, I think she's talented. I can't
Yeah.
like deny that. And like she's got some like her upbeat stuff is like fun. It's just not like my go-to.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I liked her in Valentine's Day.
Oh yes.
Oh gosh, that was
She
a
was like
throwback
annoying
movie.
girlfriend cheerleader.
Yes, I
was
like. I
so
I
good.
thought she played it like so well. Like I was like, oh, I like you as an actress.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
But
not
yeah,
a
that's the
Swiftie,
game
so.
that we're hoping to go to.
Okay, well, message me and then I will send you where to go, and I will be in
Yes.
lot 1 with my friends doing shot skis.
So fun.
That's
Aw.
perfect. And then Tori will be doing shot ski with you too.
I'm a shot girl. Like I actually love shots.
Yeah, it's me too. That's the problem.
Agree. It really is a problem because I'll never get drunk enough to where someone's like, does anyone want shots and not say? I was like, yes. Like I will do.
Yes.
I'll do a shot with you. I'll do a shot with you too. Are you buying them for me? Well, then it would be rude if I didn't. Like.
Yes. Yeah, me too. I'm a shot girl. It's very, if I have a drink in my hand, it's most likely lemonade to chase my shot.
That is funny.
I feel like I'll take a shot and I'll do it so fast. I don't even do a chase or just like throw it back there. Try to like get it over my tongue to like miss the taste buds and just shoot it back.
Are you tequila or vodka?
I don't really discriminate, honestly.
Tequila.
Like
I'm a tequila girl.
So I only like tequila in margs and as a shot. Like I won't just get like a tequila drink. If I'm getting like a drink, I am a whiskey or vodka person, or I'll do gin.
Oh,
But
yeah.
She's just an alcoholic.
Yeah,
Like,
you like
she
it all.
doesn't care.
You know what I don't like? I don't
Gin.
like beer. My
I
family's
don't either.
from Wisconsin, and I don't like beer.
Can't do it.
I wish I
Cannot do it.
did.
I will drink a beer every now and then, and I'm like, oh, that's refreshing. But that's
So refreshing.
See,
I love
you know
beer.
how? Do you
Do
know
you?
the word I describe
Yeah.
beer with is yeasty. It
Ew.
tastes exactly. That's how I feel about it. It's
and vag.
That's, yeah, exactly. I was just about to say. So we're talking about badges, and now we're talking about yeast.
not yeasty
Yeast.
badges.
What is going
Oh,
on?
Oh,
What
no.
is going on? Is Todd still in here? Ban this show.
We're gonna get fired.
Yeah, well, we said that last season, and we're still here.
They wanted us back.
New
so.
We will never die.
No, I love that you guys are doing this. I think it's great, and I think it's cool that you guys have us on. And I really think that you guys got to get Mama Jones on here. She is
We would love to.
the mom of the team. She is just the sweetest lady ever. Their whole family. I love them all.
I'll have to work on it. Maybe she'll be who I work on next.
You can
I
put in a
Yes.
good word for us.
Yeah, put in a good word.
Yeah.
I'll
Shoot
put
her
a
a
little
message.
bug I'll put a little bug in her ear and ask if she
Yeah.
wants to join in, because she is just. I love her.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
fingers
her.
crossed.
We'll
Maybe
reach
we
out to her
can
next.
have her on.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
always just like such a shot in the dark, like DMing you guys on anything. I'm like,
Right.
I was telling Krista, I was like, I literally paid $10 because you didn't follow me to send you a DM. Like,
you had to pay $10.
Now that's the new
Yes.
thing on
It's a new
Twitter.
thing. It's a
If
new
you
thing.
if you don't follow or like you're not following each other, you can't message
You can't
them
message.
unless you have like the Twitter check mark.
Verification.
There we
Yeah.
go.
So now, like, people are gonna like dog me on Twitter because they're gonna be like, "Oh, you pay for Twitter," and I'm gonna be like,
No, I just
had
needed to get my host
like,
on.
Yeah, right. I
Exactly.
just need to
Like,
get
I
some
had
people.
to,
Yeah.
and
I
it
c-
worked in my favor.
I mean, feel free to slide in my DMs and I can help you out. I can ask the girlies for
We
you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's fun. I think it's a
It's
good time.
really fun to like talk to you guys and just like we get to hear how the players are like as people. We get to like see like all those different things, the fun stories, like the
Because
families. It's
people forget.
awesome.
People
They're
forget.
people.
We are human and they are human, and we have everyday lives like everybody else. Like Dre picks up our kids just like everybody else, and he's doing bath time with them right now, probably waiting to go to the bathroom. No, I'm just
At
kidding.
least I was gonna say, at least he's not shitting right now.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least not on the toilet. Like
Yeah, but yeah, like we're everyday people just like everybody else, and it's fun to sit and chit chat. So,
yeah.
That's awesome.
I love
it's a
it.
good time. Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you so much again, Nicole. We always love having you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. We will be back next week, and hopefully we can pull out a win on Monday night. I'm super excited to see us go against Devontae.
Me too. I'm excited for that too.
Yeah. It's kind of like a bittersweet thing, but I'm
very
excited.
bittersweet.
It'll be fun. It'll be a good game. I'm excited for it.
Yes.
My question is, who would you rather go up against, him or Aaron? Who would you rather play against?
Aaron Rodgers.
Are we talking about the team as a whole? Because like
I
think we will beat the Raiders. The Jets are pretty good. Like they were a quarterback away from being like very good.
Yeah.
And I think that they could be dangerous. So I would say I would rather play Devontae because of
I'm just saying it like scratch the game coming, like who is Aaron or Devontae. You guys being like lifers here.
Yes, it would be Aaron. If I'm going for like the nostalgia, like I need to have this matchup.
You want to go against Aaron?
I think I'd be
crying.
I would just be
Emily would absolutely be crying.
I feel like I would just be like happy almost either way because like I really want to see him succeed and like get some wins.
Of course.
I would hate for it to be against us, but like it would just be like a win-win for me. Be like, they scored, but like at least he's doing well.
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna be like my thing about us playing Devontae is if Jair is back. That's like those are like my two favorite players.
Yeah,
I don't have to watch Jair be matched up.
I'm like, how is Jair gonna talk so much shit while he's having a good time? Like,
exactly.
He's a fun person to watch.
I love Jair.
Yes,
I love him.
Don't get Haley started.
I really do.
That's cute.
But so yeah, I'm a little nervous. I'm like, oh, if he's back and Devontae's so good, I'm like, don't do my.
But they're both. They're both
so good at what they do.
I mean, they both are so good.
good.
That's why I'm just like, the only jersey Kingston had before this year was Devontae Adams.
Oh.
So I'm like, it just sucks.
Yeah,
it's hard. Like it just. I mean, I bet you're gonna see like Devonta Adam Packer jerseys out there. Like,
absolutely.
I mean, you saw a lot of Rodgers jerseys in New York.
Yeah. I saw those as well. Yeah.
You even see Cobb's jersey, like when they played on Monday night, or was that when did they play? Was that Monday or Sunday night? I don't remember. Whatever day it was. But you saw a lot of Cobb jerseys, like Green Bay Cobb jerseys, which I thought was super cool.
We love our boys. We really do.
You sure do.
Yeah.
It's because they're like our little like family because we're in such a small town. Like
I know
they really just have to live amongst the community, and it's so fun to see.
Yes, but the crazy thing is though is like it is such a small community, but Green Bay is like there's Packer fans everywhere.
Oh yeah, look at us. Like none of us lived in Wisconsin.
Well, yeah, like they have no connection to here. Like they're all over the place. They're like, yeah, I'm from Hawaii and I'm a Packer fan.
I have a really crazy story. So I have a patient, and I'm not going to say like names, obviously, but
I hope not. Or you won't have a job.
Yeah, no, and I'm not going to say names, but his grandpa played with my grandpa on the Packers together their rookie years. Like they played together.
Your grandpa played?
Yeah, he played in like 1978 or whatever. He was a punter and stuff.
Cool.
But like, yeah, I was like, oh my God, like, you know my grandpa. And like they hung out. And I was like, what the heck? Like, what are you and KC for? But no, it was like it was
Wild.
just like so cool. It's like small town, and like my dad would tell stories about how the backup quarterbacks would be in the yard throwing footballs to the kids on the street, like playing football. Like it was just fun.
I have a really cool story. So during training camp, Pat was teaching our son how to punt the ball. And so our son is doing like this little football camp or whatever. And he remembered how Pat told him to punt the ball. And it was the cutest thing ever. I was like, he remembered, he's 3, but he like was like doing it exactly how Pat showed him.
That's
I was
awesome.
like,
Oh,
oh,
that's so sweet.
sweet boy. But yeah, like, it's pretty cool. I get where you're going with that. It's
Oh
super
yeah,
cool.
it's just that small town feel.
Yeah, I do like it, and especially with raising kids. So it's
Yeah,
pretty
for
cool.
sure.
It's definitely a special place. Just like watching Nebraska football in Lincoln is a special place. Who's the Husker fan here?
I would be the Husker fan.
I was like, that would not be me.
That was like a really slow like ownership of
I
it.
know. Come on, Haley. Like you can't do that. Like if you're a damn
So-
Husker.
Here's the thing. So I am not like I've never been big into college football, right? So like when Troy and I started dating, he's from Nebraska, so he's a huge Husker fan. So he was like, he likes the Cowboys, and I'm like, ew, whatever. We have our teams for the NFL. We both like the Lakers for the NBA, so that worked. And then he was like, okay, well, since you don't really watch college football, can you be a Huskers fan? So I was like, yeah,
Okay.
sounds good. So I have like shirts and hats, and Kingston has outfits, and I'm like, we're
love
all
that.
in on this. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
we really are not good this
We
year.
are not
That's
doing
great.
good. It's okay though. Every year
I was
though, I
like-
say like we're gonna get better. It's gonna be better.
One of these years it will happen.
One of these,
maybe.
yeah. Maybe.
You might get there.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
crossing
like,
my fingers.
I guess I picked the good time to be a Huskers fan.
Because no one can call you a bandwagoner.
No,
Yeah,
right.
right. Who hops on when they're bad? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Dre went to the Minnesota-Nebraska game. They opened up the season together. And we almost
I
won.
was watching that, and I said that. I was like, oh, I bet Nicole and Dre
Yeah.
are there because
We were
yeah.
there. And I had my Nebraska sweatshirt, but I had it like reversed so nobody could see it and stuff like that because out of respect for them. But I was like, oh my God, we're going to win. We're going to win. And then my heart broke. I was like,
Yeah.
not this year.
go
No.
first.
Oh my goodness.
I'm more of a Badgers fan, but like just growing up in Minnesota, I do root for the Gophers to do well. It's funny because like every other team except the Vikings, I'm a Minnesota fan. Like I'm a Twins fan, I'm a Timberwolves fan, I'm a Wild fan. I like the Gophers, but I will pick the Badgers over the Gophers.
Why?
My dad's like he grew up in Green Bay.
Okay.
Yeah,
But still,
like he's all from Wisconsin. My mom is not a sports fan at all.
Her grandpa
so,
played for the Packers.
So like any like influence of sport came from my dad, like fan wise, and like he was too far kind of for like the Brewers and stuff. So he just started cheering for the Twins when they moved there. And
how cool that we're in the second round of the playoffs.
Do not. Like, I am so excited because it has been since I was 7 years old. I texted my work group chat. I literally ran around giving high fives yesterday to all the patients. I was like, we made it, as if like they cared.
They cared. Yeah.
They're like, cool. Like, we stopped caring because the Royals sucked like 4 years ago. Like, no, but I was so excited. Like, I seriously, that first game we won, you could hear how loud the stadium was. I'm like, we are needing this so badly. And then they walked a guy, and I was scared they were going to tie it up with a home run and crush my dreams, but it's okay.
Haley's
I'm so
like, okay,
excited.
Nicole, you got to go. I've been trying to kick you off the show for like 5 minutes now.
Actually,
Never.
it's been 20 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just joking.
It's just
Haley.
Right.
damn.
I would never kick you off the show. We were talking with Krista last week, and I'm like, you and Nicole are like the bar
Thank you.
for the rest of our guests. So
Yes. Mama Jones too, though. She's a good time.
well,
We're gonna have to
get
find
on
out.
here.
We're gonna have to
So,
find
We're
out.
gonna have to see.
I'll put a bug in her ear. I definitely
Do
will.
it.
Okay, guys. Well, have a good weekend.
Yes.
Thank you. You
Yes,
too.
again.
Yeah, and go Pack Go. Hopefully we get
Go
this one
Pack
on
Go.
Monday. So
Hopefully. Take Dre's phone and mute Cheesehead TV from his notifications.
he'll be fine. He'll be all right.
Okay, guys. We will
Bye.
see you all next week.
Thank you.
Bye.